Hi, so I'm back in the van, and most of the jobs have finished from the auto place. Got to go back, just a few finishing touches. I'm waiting for some wheel trims and then later for some mud flaps. Everything else that I want to do is going to wait, like the electric door, the solar, something else, can't remember, something else. So all those have to wait. So now I'm on the way up to Toyota because I've done the 1 month service. Now it needs to be done. They said to me either 1,000 kilometers or 1 month. So 1 month has just passed, and they said, well, it hasn't done 1,000 kilos. I said, well, you have to make your mind up. But anyway, the main reason why I want to go, when I picked the car up, it was when I picked the car up, the battery was completely dead, and I had to wait for them to recharge it. I don't believe you should let a battery go completely dead. So not a new one especially. So I was really upset about that. So I couldn't say a lot. Honest to God, you just can't say very much. So you have to be very careful about defaming any companies here. So I'll leave it like that. But that's why I really want to go there and ask them to check the battery as well as everything else. I keep worrying about the weight in the van, and then as I drive around I look at some of these vans and how much weight's in them is incredible, and I'm nothing like that, but I've not got everything done yet. Behind me you might be able to see that we're doing the ceiling at the moment. I took the other ceiling out, which actually was quite nice, functioned well, nice and bright, but I lost about 3 centimetre. Now that 3 centimetre makes a difference between me having to stand up with my head bent or stand up with my head straight. And the other thing it makes a difference is it has no room to put cupboards. It had no room to put cupboards high up, you know, to store anything. Now I've taken the ceiling out, I can put cupboards down the side. So I've checked the aircon, everything's running nicely with that. I've got a remote for that. I've only got one remote, so I've got to be careful not to lose that. I think I'm going to try to get a new one in the meantime, then I've got a spare one and keep that hidden somewhere. So we've taken obviously the cupboards have been out for a while now, because we want the cupboards out first of all while they did the work at the auto shop, and secondly now while they do the ceiling and up the top cupboards. And the ceiling is actually very stressful because I haven't got a clue which way I'm going with it. I'm making my mind up as I go along. I don't have a plan. I just wouldn't know how to have a plan, because until you take the ceiling out, unless you know Toyota's what's inside, you don't know what's inside. You don't know what space you've got or anything. So once he took the ceiling out, I can see that I've got a lot of space to put cupboards in. So the van is looking worse in some ways than before because the cupboards are out. But we'll get this service done now. I keep hearing noises in the van, like draft noises. I think it's windbreak on the roof rack. I can't think what else it can be, but it's a bit annoying. Anyway, I can't start worrying about stuff like that. Let's see if I can get a windbreaker made. Let me see, I don't know which lane. Yeah, so get Toyota to do that today. I'll be busy with that till about 12 o'clock maybe. They said an hour, so I'm going to have to sit there and accept that. I'll do some marketing on my phone for an hour. It won't hurt. So I'll do that, and then we'll know where we are. I've got 10 properties that I've half put on yesterday. I did a lot of marketing over the weekend. I think I listed about 50 properties, and that's a lot of work. Like, depending on what point you are in the process of the listing, it can be quick or it can be slow. So that we have to wait to see. So one of the lights on the back trailer wasn't working, and I thought to myself, if I take this back to the auto shop, they'll say it's a trailer. So I tested the trailer. Fortunately, lucky for me, I have a trailer fitted by the same company on the car, same brand, everything on the car and the van. So we took the trailer off the van, put it on the car, and it works perfectly. So I did a video of it. I can't very easily take the trailer and take the car and the van at the same time. So I took a video to show that on the car it works and on the trailer, on the van it doesn't. So hopefully they'll fix that. I don't know how they're going to fix that because that sounds quite complicated. Because it's not on the trailer, it's on the electric connection to the van. So that's a bit curious how that's going to turn out. So I will contact Toyota today, see if there's any sign of the wheel arches, the black wheel arches. They're not inside the wheel, they're on the outside on the body. They're like a trim. So I'll see where they are with that, and maybe if they've got them, I'll go up and get that done at the same time. Then I don't have to move the van for a few days. What else? I keep asking the car place about the front seat for making it 12. Now they've said they can't do that, that we're going to have to buy a seat, especially a seat. That's quite expensive. When I say it's expensive, it's by the time I've had it fitted, I'm expecting it to be close to £300 or 12,000 baht. So it's expensive enough. But I've got a viewing at 5 o'clock today. I'm hoping, I'm praying that goes well. But the way I'm working now, it shouldn't be long before things start to improve. We'll see, we'll see. I think with all this election and all the stuff that's going on at the moment, I think that's seriously affecting sales. Some agents have done okay, and some agents have done terrible. So I've done terrible right now. I had a great year last year, and I do believe I'll have a great year this year. But you just have to get working. If you don't work, you don't get money. It's that simple. So yeah, so they put a box, I don't know if you can see from the mirror, from the camera, they put a box around the aircon, which needs to be trimmed up to look more attractive. So, and then we're around the side of the ceiling, we'll be putting top cupboards, top cabinets. Don't know how to do it yet. I keep looking at it and hoping for the best. But we have the ceiling's another few days before we can finish that, I think. Once the ceiling's finished, I'm going to set the bed up. Do the back half and set the bed up, I think. I'm really desperate to go out in the car, but I don't know when it's going to be. Really desperate. So I think I'm hoping once I start going out in the car, I like it that much that I'll start thinking about a serious wind down on my house. But we'll have to see. I can't decide that until I've been out properly. I've not been out at all properly in the van camping. In fact, I've not been out at all, never mind properly. So we'll have to see how that turns out. It just seems a slow process. I ordered the van 5 months ago. It came on the 16th of December, and now we're almost at the end of the January, and I feel as if not a huge amount has happened in that time. So we're talking about 5 weeks. And when they told me that they would need my van at least 3 to 4 months, maybe longer, I thought, how ridiculous was that? How can they possibly need that long? But now, looking at it, it's not the actual work, it's the waiting and the moving backwards and forwards, getting things done, because you can't get everything done in one place. Yeah, so it takes a long time. I don't think it's going to take anything like 3 months or 4 months. I do think that after I think in the next 2 weeks. Won't be completely finished because I'll always be wanting to change something, but I believe I'll be finished to the point I want to go at that time, because the next point I want to go is after testing things and using it and understanding, you know, how long the battery lasts, how the solar works with what I'm using, how the batteries, I've got some power banks that, oh shit, but God, I've got to stop, I've got to remember that I'm in a big car with a roof rack on, because there's obviously now and again there's I've just snapped a wire, not my fault, it shouldn't be hanging down over the road, but it can also cause damage to the car. So I got used to the box on the car, but now I've got to get used to a different height again now. I drove under my roof in the parking bay at my house, forgetting totally about the roof rack. I just drove straight in, never give it a thought. And when I parked up and I looked, I was like an inch space. So, you know, I could have quite easily damaged the new roof rack that's cost me a fortune, the roof of the car as it rips off, and the roof at the house. So, my God, so much to be careful of. It's just a case of getting used to it now. You know, and I've got this ladder on the side of the van as well, but the ladder doesn't stick out any further than the mirror. But it still takes, you can't just drive like you just drive in your car. And that's what I keep doing, keep forgetting. You've got to drive thinking differently, or else I'm going to be in trouble. So I have to really start to think about this. And the thing is, at the moment also, when I go over a little bit of a bump, everything shakes. You see, I can hear things shaking. I don't know what it is. That's going to annoy the hell out of me. So, oh shit, see that? So I don't think it's the battery, because I don't think the battery will lift up that easy. Well, it's something. So I have to figure out what that is. I'm going to have to get somebody to sit in the back of the car while I'm driving over a lump and let them pay attention to what's making the noise. I do have like a kit in the back for the wheel which isn't fastened down. I'm thinking that's what's causing the problem at the moment. Anyway, that's a small thing. I want to get this service done. That's number one, that won't take long. While I'm waiting, find out if the trim has come for the body of the wheel, the body over the wheel, so that I can go and get that fixed on. No, I won't do that actually, because I've taken the trailer off. I'll make a plan to go up there with the trailer, so I won't be doing that today. I'll be going straight back. And then I've got to go look to buy some wood. So I think when I finish here, I'll go look at the wood, because it's got more chat. You know, it can fit in the back of the van. It can't fit in the car. So yeah, see, I don't plan before I come out. I come out and then I plan. I just know I'm out and I can take as long as I like within reason, but I don't have a plan. But now I'm thinking and I'm talking, the plan's building up, and I've realised with talking that I don't have my my tow bar on the back. I'm rambling now. I do like driving this van actually. You're very high up, so you see everything. It's actually more comfortable to drive the steering than the car. My car's really tight. I don't know if there's something, I don't know if it should be like that, but the car is really tight. When I drove a different car, when I rented a car for a week, when my car went in for some body work, I had a few little knocks on it. I wanted to get it done. I rented a car for a bit, and the steering was so easy on it, and then I got back in the car and it's really tight. So when it goes for a service, I'm going to mention that, see what they can do about it. So, and I need new tyres on the car, you know. Everything's easy if I start getting some deals. So let's see what tonight brings. I've got a customer that's really keen on a property, and if she likes it tonight, I don't really know what can hold her up. And I've got about 4 other customers that I'm working with. So I always think you need to have 10 customers that you're working with that are looking good to get to. And I've got 4 customers that are pondering over some property. So we'll see what comes from 4 customers pondering over property. A lot of traffic, but it's not as bad as it was over Christmas and New Year. A lot of people start going on the middle of January and the end of January, and then some wait till the end of February when the real bad weather has gone. So, and then we have a build up over April because you've got Songkran, and then obviously we have a build up over January for Chinese New Year. I'm not quite sure when Chinese New Year is, it's quite soon. So you have kind of Christmas, you have New Year, then you have Chinese New Year, then you have Valentine's, and then you have, and before that we had Loy Krathong, that was busy, and then the last one is Songkran, and it's the hottest time from Songkran that month. Is they're contacting me from Toyota asking me where the hell I am. I'm 15 minutes late. I mean, the appointment's 10 o'clock and it's just 10 o'clock now, but they like you to be there 15 minutes before. And I would have been there a little bit earlier, but the traffic's just so bad. But I'm about 5 minutes away, if that. So I'm sure they're used to being in Thai society. I'm sure they're used to people being late. I'm usually not late. I'm usually at least on time. I'm not often early, I'll be honest with you. I'm not often early, no. When it comes to meeting my customer, I'm always on time. It has to be something that I couldn't control that stops me being on time. So my house is starting to look like a total bomb site. Like there's just everything everywhere. Trying to finish this van, it's really difficult. I've had some black pieces like trims put on the van. You can see over the petrol cap on the handles. I've had like a rain catch over the window, black covers over the wing mirrors. I've got some black covers going over the wheel arches. And then you can see here the very big, very good quality roof rack. That's about 3 meters long, that roof rack. It's a bit heavy, it's solid stainless steel. And some lights put in the front, so the lights are nice for, I've got a lot of lights going on, security going on there still. The aircon's in the middle there, so everything's like getting there slowly but surely. Got pieces of wood, pieces of metal. That's the old ceiling that was in the van. I'll just be glad when we get, I don't like all this mess, it's normally perfectly clean and tidy. We've got lots of wood and all kinds of stuff there. Wood everywhere, can hardly move for wood. Wood here, wood there. Down there's a new trailer. When I say new, we changed it from metal to wood. It's a metal trailer, floating trailer, but we got too heavy, so we had to remodify that. So I've got a trailer bar, both on the back of the car and the back of the van. Different lights in there. I've got some black caps on the around the lights. and you see the ladder on the side. Then I've got the auto opener. That's strange. So you have to do 3 clicks. So this is a big mess. Just seems to be going from bad to worse. Not a lot I can do about that. So we're putting the cupboards now in the top. So they're going to be a full line of cupboards down that side. What I want to do with the van is not cover any window. It's better if I had covered the window because I can, you know, I've got more room then, but I just don't want to cover the windows. So I don't think I'm going to have to think about how I put lights in there. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. The aircon's not looking as stuck out as it was. So we've got to finish that cupboard down there. And then we're going to start this side tomorrow. I've already made a start on it. It's not easy, you know, because we're making it up as we go. Yeah, there's the seats at the front. I have to get 2 new seats, but I'm not going to do anything with that till everything's finished. My security things have come. The mechanism, it arrived today. I had to pay £50 import tax, £48 import tax. That's another cost I wasn't expecting. So as you can see at the minute, the van doesn't look so good. But not a lot I can do about that yet. I didn't put the electric on the side door yet. It would be nice to have, but yeah, nice to have a lot of things, but you can't have everything. So you can see there the ceiling. I actually made a mistake on the ceiling actually, but sometimes you think you've made a mistake by doing it a certain way and then you realise after, no, that's a good idea in the end. So we cut all the ceiling out. You know, this is a big mess here. And obviously we had to take the cupboards out because we were doing the ceiling. So that's where the aircon, don't know if it's here, let's see if it's working. Please God. I always worry that they put the oh God, it's not working somehow. No, it's not working. Why is that happening? Shit. Why would that not work now when it was working before? See, they're doing that. I've got to put a box over all those wires. Then I'm going to decide how we're going to fill that wall in. But I worked out the bed here, and then you've got the cupboards there. If you want to sit up in the bed, it's not great. So I said, don't put the cupboards on this side. We'll just put a shelf so I can sit up in the bed. Else that's not going to be much fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's not so great at the minute, but I'm slowly getting there, but it's just not easy. Very, very stressful. But we'll get there eventually. Okay, so I've just worked out why the aircon wasn't working. And it's because I didn't turn that battery on. Such a simple thing, but when you know, you know. When you don't know, you don't know. I really think he's done a really bad job of how he's cut those speakers out. Don't know how he's going to deal with that. Shocking job. I didn't see that today, but I think he's done a really bad job of that. Let's see what his idea is tomorrow, because that is really bad. Yeah, I can actually feel the aircon running like mad now. I'm going to actually close the side door. You can actually hear the aircon on the roof. Right, working. To be honest, I think when all the doors are closed, I think that's going to be cold very, very fast. That's a really powerful aircon unit. Really powerful. So we'll see. He's not done such a good job of that, if I'm honest with you. Very upset with that, but I didn't see it. But I'm always upset with something, and then eventually we get it sorted out, so there's no point worrying too much. Yeah, so it's a big dirty mess, but it's just what you have to go through, I suppose, to make it work. I think those cupboards down the side will look nice soon. Then we've got all the cupboards inside, they've just got to slot back in. They've been made already. So, but I want to finish the top now, finish this side, and then we just got at the front of the van to do. I do think that these cupboards here are taking quite a while, and the ceiling took a long time. That was hard. Because when you don't know what you're doing, you just don't know, do you? So, I can see things that we should have done differently already. But, you know, well, that's what it is. A lot of things that we could, you know, if I did another one, I'd do it a lot differently, but I'd learn lessons, you know. But that's how it's with everything. So, yeah. So I could actually now close the van, and I can feel the coolness from the van. If I sat in there now, I'd be cool. I would be quite cool very quickly. So I do now start to think it would last longer than what I was thinking. The battery is at 86. I don't know why that is, because it was at 100 yesterday and we haven't used it. So I've just got to keep learning how it all works. But it's such a dirty mess. I feel everything everywhere is dirty and a mess. You know, it's like a bomb has absolutely dropped. Oh, today I've got this wood, it's called good wood. These packages here, this is the best wood that I've got for most of it. And then today I bought a sink and I bought a tap. I don't know where the tap is now, but I bought that sink. I bought that sink, and actually there's a tap. And that tap, it bends so I can use it from inside, and I can stand outside, put the tent up on the door, and have a shower. And I've got some shower bags that you can hang up in the sun, and they get hot from the sun, and you can have a shower in hot water. So yeah, I don't know where I put those keys now. The thing is, in here, if you put something down, you're not going to find it again. And I put the keys for the car down, and I've got no idea. Oh shit, I got no idea where I put them. Oh, can you see it? I mean, it's just such a bomb site. Ah, there they are. Yeah, so we've got cupboards above the window and cupboards below the window. Now, to use the functioning of the cupboards at the bottom, you can only use them when sitting on a chair. I can stand up in the van comfortable. I don't have to bend my head anyway. But the cupboards are so low. It's just the design of the van. It's not designed to be a camper van. It's designed that when you sit in the chair, you see out the window. So once the cupboards are back in and the units are in, then I've got to figure out how I'm going to slide myself along the cupboards for whatever I need to use them for. So I will have a chair with wheels on. Just got to see how it works. Get there when we get there. But the van now, even with the door open, it's starting to feel cool. You can really hear it working. So I'm going to close it. So I have to do 3. 1, 2, 3. So I think I pressed the wrong one. 1, 2, 3. That should, yeah. So that closes now. It should lock. And where the chrome is, the handle on the back, I'm trying to get that black. They don't have one at the minute. I don't even know if they will have. But that's chrome, I can't change that. I also thinking that I would like an electric step at the side when I'm going in and out, because it's really high. But what I want to do is I want to wait to see, once the van is full of everything, I think it's going to drop down. It's already dropped down a little bit, there's not much in it. So I think once I get everything in it, see how heavy it is, and then see how much it drops. Might not need a step then. And it's another expense which don't really need. And I got all the windows tinted. That was expensive, just to get the windows tinted. And that's the ceiling which I'll be throwing away quite soon. I don't like throwing things away, but I have to force myself. Otherwise, I am in a bomb site, that's for sure. Yeah, that aircon's really rocking and rolling. Everything's dusty, everything's dirty. Yeah, so I've just opened it again with the aircon running. And I'm telling you, that took about 3-4 minutes and it's cool. It's not at the temperature, but I could sit in there, you know, and probably turn the temperature up to about 25 and it would be fine. Maybe I'll do that now. Everything's in Chinese, so I'm on 25 and the aircon's working hard.